LOAON Winter 2025 predictions and wants. Honestly, guys, I'm going to assume that this time they are not stupid. I know, it's crazy, guys. I know. Okay, so what do we know is happening? The ability to actually level up a character without a power pass. Removal of how the fuck do you spell this shit? Dragon Knight class plus new gender unlock class reveal. Oh, it might be female sharpshooter. Wait, it actually might be female sharpshooter low key. Oh yeah, silver honing do 1640. Expansion pretty large. Like Mike. Kidding. Okay, it was just a joke. What else, guys? Sorry. Advanced honing nerf. Solo Brel. I don't want to include that though. Yeah, advanced honing should be silver too. I agree. The flex raid thing, they actually say expected / confirmed. I'll say confirmed. How about that? Expected. Didn't they leak Solo Brel? Yes, on our version. Mercenary AI. Oh yeah, Helicon. Did they say mini games in Stronghold? I don't think anyone gives a fuck about just Solo Brel. Low key, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Low key, I think just Solo Brel is insulting. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I guess it's the last 2 raids, but now we're gonna get another one. Maybe if they mention Mortimers, I want to do the AI thing. I just feel like Brel is like, it's like Brel, Mortem, Kazaros. That's the last 2, but I think there should be more emphasis on solo shit. Like, I feel like when I'm looking at this, like Brel, Mortem. The problem is once you do solo mode, the raid dies. For the most people, it just dies, right? Like a lot of the times when a new player comes into the game, eventually, but Brel is going to kind of just, I mean, I feel like Mortem should, because we have Act 4 and then these 2, right? The problem is that until they release the newest raid, people are still doing these 3, right? People are still doing these 3. Dude, this, I stand by, I said the other, I think Act 2, raid for raid, like overall, I like Gate 1 and Gate 2, man. I like both of these fights. Like, I only like Gate 3 in this fight. This is the only, these 2 fucking suck. This one's fun. This fight's fucking terrible. This one's fun. And then this one, I think they're both good. I think like this raid and this raid collectively as a whole is some of my favorite. One Gate raid from now, that dude, I agree, man. Dude, Aegir has to be one of the worst raids they've ever made. This fight's okay. This fight is just so fucking bad for a final gate. Oh my God, bro. I fucking hated this fight so much, bro. Is this the worst fight in the game? Is there a final gate of any fight in Lost Ark that's worse than this one? Triangle bad. Yeah, Triangle bad. Triangle was so bad. Triangle was bad, yeah. At least for me, I think if they design the raids to work flex going forward, I think that's a better solution overall. I think you could do the solo mode of these if you want. That's fine. But I think the newer raid should be a different design. I don't think you need to have, I think you could just make the raid be scalable. Personally, I think that's the way to do it. Make it scalable so that way you don't need all 8. I think that would help quite a bit. Oh yeah, I guess this is here. This is not really confirmed. Oh yeah, expected. I mean, these are all like, I'm trying to think of what is expected. New continent. I mean, it's Sea of Aldebaran, right? Aldebaran, the balance patch for sure. Wait, that's already confirmed though, right? When are we getting our balance patch? Bro, my class does no stagger. It does not. I need I've never played a class that does so little stagger. Bro, I'm doing like 4,000 stagger to fucking, like, dude, it's bad, bro. It's bad. Yeah, maybe arc grid changes. Are people done in Korea with arc grid? They're not, right? Are they done? But I'm assuming there's gonna be new arc grid stuff, huh? I'll come back to this. What I want, I think they have a, let's see, timing of the showcase is very important. Oh yeah, probably soft reset. Yeah, that's very true. This is the earliest LOAON I have ever experienced in my time playing the game. I'm an old wizard. MapleStory showcase is on the 12th. So they either decided to go first because they want to impress their player base, or they are like the unprepared college students that want to get their presentation over with. So I said one of the two, guys. They're going first because they think that they want to get ahead of the other ones, or they just have fucking nothing. However, based on a lot of their live streams, they have hinted quite a bit at changing the style of the game going forward after Kazaros to something a bit more. They said the game needs to update and evolve. All right, I want them to focus more on reusing the world of the game. I don't care about Gold River coming back, guys. I think the last live stream that they did, I don't even think it was bad. Like this one, I think if they just keep it more light, I want to get away from this. Right? Where the guy's fucking crying and shit. Bro, I don't want this shit anymore, bro. This shit's depressing as fuck. Like, look, you dead ass about to cry here. You know what I mean? I don't want this shit anymore. I like this one a lot more. Not because of the suit, but also it was just more like he had the other people there. They were trying to do this stupid thing. The stickers were ripping off. They were laughing about it. It's just more of like a better approach. No one wants somebody ultra serious. Yeah, you want someone that you can relate to. So I don't think we need Gold River back. We just need somebody to be a little bit more chill. Reusing the world of the game. Islands, life skills, PvP, old dungeons / raids, more world events, other activities, old boss rush when you needed leaps. Example, the content was bad, doesn't have to be, but it was casual and impactful. All right, ideally, I want them to find new ways to progress your account / character outside of raiding. I don't think raids need to be the only form of progression. The best progression can come from raiding, but I think there should be alternatives. I want more flexible raid content. I think making the game a mandatory 4/8-man is too rigid for how players like to play games today. I would like to see more challenging solo raids, as well as the ability to just play with 2 to 3 friends. I mean, bro, if I get like some of these things, I'm gonna be a happy camper. If I get none of these things, guys, I'm playing Ion 2 or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna be Doomer, but like, how can I support the game if they just don't give me anything? I think, these are like, dude, like these are things, guys, that like I don't personally need, but this is what like I think players need. This is what I think like the game needs. This is what like a random person would come in the game needs. I want a more achievable track for new players to access the end game farm. This is being somewhat alleviated. How do you spell alleviated, guys? How the fuck do you spell alleviated? Alleviated. Elevated? Alleviated. Oh, this is being somewhat alleviated by the ability to level up characters from 0 to 1585. Someone that is new can now actually make a full roster if they choose to do so and begin earning gold. I've been asking for this for a long time, and when mentioned to AGS, they always about including more power passes. They always mentioned they wanted to find a more permanent, dude, I can't spell anymore. Permanent, fucking, what the fuck am I doing? Guys, this is bad. What the fuck is permanent, guys? I can't even spell anymore. Permanent solution. I think this is something they had planned for quite some time. I think a new player should be able to just like make farm. Like they should just be able to farm right away, right? And they shouldn't have limits on gameplay. There shouldn't be a limit on gameplay for someone that is new. When you are new to a game, you should have infinite playtime. The feeling of getting lost in an, no pun intended. All right. I want to see new types of content being developed. Something that has more replayability. Replayability. God, dude, this is like embarrassing. Is that one word? Is replayability not a word? I guess like gaming culture. Replayability versus the quantity of video games. Oh, it's like a video game term. Okay, we'll just do replay value. Has more replay value on your main character for additional progression. I think it's a mistake to worry so much about filling a player's schedule in an MMO. Instead, you should focus on reducing alt character tasks to free up their overall time so they can enjoy. Yeah, I just think overall, it's like, bro, like Paradise is an example. It's like, oh, well, we want to make sure Paradise doesn't take too long. Brother, Paradise takes no fucking time. I want to do it more. I want to give me more ways to explore the Paradise. And instead, it's like, oh, I have no time because I have to do my 6 raids. Okay, maybe that's the problem, right? I can just do that example. Paradise. We don't want it to take too long. Instead, why don't we just infinite grind like PoE so people need to make spreadsheets for roster? It's just like something though. It doesn't have to be infinite either, but a more in-depth thing, a more in-depth activity. Like Paradise, like is the actual gameplay of Paradise fun outside of like maybe the very end when you get more gear? Or could they have expanded on this and make it like something that you go off and you go into this thing, there's multiple levels and there's different things and there's chests and things to explore and whatever. You just care about the keys, right? You just care about doing this. And so it's like, that could be expanded and yeah, it would take up more time and it's more like it's more of an activity and it's a part of the game loop. But so I think Paradise is a good idea and I think Paradise is fine and I think it's okay, but I think they could do more with it, right? And make it an actual thing that you spend time in. But they're like worried, like, you know, Amazon's like, oh, like we're going to reduce UNAs so that we're going to get rid of UNA. Dude, you should have got rid of UNAs because UNAs were just bad. You shouldn't have got rid of UNAs because, oh, we want to reduce the time you spend. They're just bad. Right? And then, so Paradise, ideally it will take 10 to 15 minutes. Like, why the fuck are we even talking about that? I've never heard of a game where like people are like, oh, like how long will it take? Like, is it 10 to 15 minutes to like per week? It's just it's like a weird fucking thing. Like, brother, like it's supposed to be something you indulge in. Like you're excited to go do. It should be like a fun activity that you're like, you want to do, you know, like it shouldn't be like, oh, I don't, it's just weird, right? Ban busting did more bad than good because it destroyed the casuals that actually played like 1 time a week. Brother, that's my point though, toddler. Like, here's the thing. If you're saying that there's not a place for casual players in Lost Ark, which I don't think is very necessarily true as much nowadays, but let's say it is true, but like, because they can't pay for a carry to consume the content that they need to progress, then maybe there's something wrong with the progression model, right? If you're saying, hey, the only way for this to work for them is they have to strip butt naked and pay fucking Machu Picchu to carry them through the raid, then maybe we have to find a way for them to progress without having to do that. You know, it's just like, that's the way that we have to do things. Like you can't, you know what I mean? It's just like, there's gotta be a better solution. I'm just saying, right? Like it's not good, right? Buzzing innately, I don't think is good, right? You're basically paying to skip the content. And I've asked this before and I've never gotten a good answer from anyone, you know, then why don't, if buzzing's okay, then fuck it, guys. Let's just sell raid clears in the cash shop right here. Boom, vault and done. Like boom, Kazaros done. Boom, like then just sell it in the cash shop, right? If that's what it's at, then just sell it in the cash shop. Are we okay with that then? Fuck it. Don't play the game, right? It's weird. It used to be like that, by the way, but it used to be like that a long time ago. Gold income needs to change. I think the model is a bit broken. Personally, I would like to see a change that would attempt to benefit both types of players. Example, similar to UNA's, you have a bar that needs to be filled, or WoW's vault. The amount you earn is based on your highest character's item level bracket. Activities that you do in the game, islands, I don't know, whatever, just ghost ship example, cubes, chaos dungeon, guardians, raids, paradise, etc. Fill up this bar and it is shared across your account. Raids will provide the most amount of points, so those with a higher level roster can finish their weekly gold income faster, similar to what they are doing now. Those with 1 to 2 characters can simply explore more of the game and play the game more on their main character without earning substantially. Obviously, this is a bit of a buff to those with a smaller roster, but I think many players are leaning in that direction anyways. What would the gold cap be for? I don't know. I think you could just adjust it to the latest 3 raids, right? I think you could just adjust it to like the latest 3 raids. You could just do a set amount and I think it's fine, right? Wouldn't this be a heaven for bot and rice farmers? You just do a bunch of activities instead of solo raids or the lower level raids. I mean, they're doing them anyways, right? They're kind of doing them anyways. I mean, you're already capped at an amount. Like at most you're making something. This would be hard to balance exactly, but I think it would provide a much more refreshing gameplay experience. It's an idea, but I think allowing players to make income from things other than just raids would make the game a lot more fun. What else do I mean, dude, this is like literally what I want. Lastly, I just want them to focus on making the game fun. Personally, I don't think dog shit systems are leaving Korean MMOs anytime soon. I definitely enjoyed the era of simpler or easier to understand systems like clown trumpets, Vulcan plates, etc. But I think many games nowadays have systems to keep players engaged. However, I do think Lost Ark definitely takes the cake. I think if a game is fun and fresh, people don't care as much about confusing systems. Most RPG games nowadays function on a bracelet gearing system where you have sublines that have to be rolled, and ultimately you are chasing for a best in slot roll on each armor. This is like so common now. I think these systems are hot ass, but I will entertain them if the juice is worth the squeeze. Right now, I think Lost Ark is not worth the juice. I think I cooked on this shit low key. Am I cooked? If I can get like some of these, I'd be a happy camper. You are cooked.